Good morning. Sorry for my incredibly creaky chair. I am watching Vlogmas, as I have done pretty much every morning this month, and I love it so much. I've got the first batch of yarn in the oven already, and I'm taking it pretty easy for dyeing in summer. Do like 5 batches a day, which with self-striping isn't very much, but still. I've got a bunch of my other sock sets, they're in here somewhere, wound up and labeled and ready to go. I've decided on the 28th of December as my shop update day. That way it's not during the weekend right after Christmas, and that way I have the whole week to ship them out. It won't take me a whole week, but I'll have the whole week. But yeah, I am just knitting on a sweater, and I'm trying desperately to get it finished before Christmas because there's still so much stockinette that I need to do. But it is great Vlogmas viewing knitting. And I'm also wearing, this is the Cambridge jacket by Ann Budd. This was the first one that I made for Jason, and I wear it all the time because it's super comfortable. It's funny because I actually have another one here. I had actually finished another one, but I had decided to make it an all rib. It used to have a collar, but when I was finished it, the ribbing had drawn it in so much that the collar wasn't wide enough, and then also with the size of the sleeves, it looked like you were wearing a puffy shirt underneath like a tight waistcoat, which is not the look I was going for. So I'm going to remove the sleeves, undo the shoulder seams, undo the side seams, and then I'm going to unravel the front and back pieces to about 3 inches of ribbing, and then just continue on in the same pattern that this one is. And then I'll already have the sleeves done. So I'm like half done a sweater already. And then he'll have the one I'm working on, okay, I think he's sleeping, but I can't 100% be sure. But this one that I'm working on is going to be sweater number 5. That one, when I'm finished, will be sweater number 6. And I have 1, 2, I think 4 sweater quantities more on my shelves, I think I counted how many sweater quantities I have on those shelves, and I think it's about 23. We'll see how many I can do next year, because I am determined not to buy yarn next year. Or fabric. I've bought way too much this year, and I need to make the things that I have bought yarn for. And I've got some really nice yarn and projects lined up, so I want to make them. And I need to stop making things for other people so much, because I am a notorious gift giver. I make a lot of my presents. So this Christmas, I have purchased 3 things, because I bought some toys for my nephews, but I purchased 3 things out of my whole pile of Christmas gifts, so I need to cut it out. Anyway, that's a ramble. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing until it's time to put more yarn in the oven. Hello. It is a pretty, productive day here in my office. I cut out a rag quilt for my boyfriend to keep in his truck because, I don't know, if we ever drive across the country in the middle of winter again, we'll have a nice warm blanket to use. And mostly because I have a lot of like random fabrics that I wanted to get rid of. And I had ordered this fat quarter pack a while ago. And I thought it was flannel prints, but it actually ended up being like flannel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this as the like, not the rag side. The other cottons are going to be the outside, so they're, you know, can hold up to the dog being on top of them. And then I cut out enough squares in batting to have 2 layers, so it will be nice and warm. But I told myself that before I'm allowed to sew that together, I have to finish all of the project bags that I have had prepped for almost a year and finish those up today before I can start that. And not only do I want to start that, I want to cut out a pattern that I printed for a baby girl dress, and I want to make it, it's for my sister-in-law. We don't know yet if she's having a girl, but everyone thinks she's having a girl, so I'm just kind of gonna go with it. But I bought this beautiful fabric. I washed it yesterday, so I want to make it in that. So I want to start that today, but I need to make the bags first. But before I've finished, I'm almost done. I am almost done. So I just need to cut corners and box the bottoms, and that's pretty much all I have left to do. It's a pretty big stack of them, but now I have got to wind up some of the yarn that I dyed yesterday first. So I don't know if I'll get to do any of that other stuff today, but we shall see. We shall see. Gotta get to it. Here is something else that I want to do. My stocking needs to be replaced, something ferocious. And this is a pattern that I don't know if I can remember where I got it from. I'll try to find it and link it. But this is just like a cutout, and then it's attached to, it comes with instructions on how to make this really pretty sort of patchwork stocking, and I like the size of this one. It's nice and sizable. And I don't like my stocking, so. But yeah, I'd like to do that soon as well. But as soon as I have that pile of bags finished, my spare time is my spare time, except for the amount of time that it takes for me to wind up the yarn from the day before, which honestly doesn't even take that long. It's just a matter of me faffing. Just straight faffing. Anyway. Before I lose the light, I thought I might show you the 2 sock sets besides the self-striping that I have going to the shop on the 28th. These are both... This one is naturally dyed. I've never really done much for natural dyeing besides avocado, which I absolutely adore. But, so the main skein was done with avocado, and then the contrast color was dyed with tea, coffee, turmeric, and a little bit of cloves. And I absolutely adore it. I've already caked up my skein, and I think I'm going to be doing the Rita socks by Little Bobbins, Danny, because it suits, I need this to be in lace. It just has to be in lace. So that's the pattern I've chosen for that. And then this one is going to be called Party Time, because I absolutely adore these colors. It's a nice pink with some neon speckles, and then an incredibly bright mini skein to go with it. I have already caked up these as well, and I think I'm going to be doing the, I think it's called the Speckled Space socks, perhaps? I don't usually do patterned socks, so these are quite exciting. I'm really excited. I've got both of these caked, and I have 2 sets of empty needles, so I can start them right away. So the other day I got a yarn order from the Knitting Loft in Ontario, and I got myself a couple more balls of Gilead because I'm truly obsessed. This one is called that, and I won't pronounce it. I already had 2 of these, so I got 3 more, which I think is probably more than I need. But then I also got this, which is for it. And I'm going to use this as a contrast color in a Jennifer Steingass colorwork sweater. So those 2 together. I also got myself, because I've been wanting to try it for ages, I got myself 5 skeins of the Hairspill Nightshades that I haven't taken out of its package because I like this packaging. Let's see if I can show that. There you go, kind of. So I got the Street Light. So I got 5 skeins of this, and I am so excited to use it. I've wanted to try this for ages, which it's funny now they've come out with the daylights, and I want to use that just as much, but I am pretty sure I am done buying yarn. So I've got, this is gonna be, so over here I have another sweater quantity of Gilead. I have 2 more in my other room. I am spoiled, I will fully acknowledge. And then up here I've got some of my avocado dyes. I've got a sweater quantity in DK and worsted weight, and then I have some Surrey alpaca as well. And then I ordered from Knit Picks, I got this sweater quantity, Wool of the Andes tweed in the oyster heather. This is for a Sawyer sweater by Sari Nordlund. And then I have got some Knit Picks Stroll tweed in the, what is this one? Sequoia heather. And I got this with, so I have enough of that for a sweater quantity with the Aloft in the Labyrinth color, and I'm going to hold those together and knit myself a, oh, what was it? A basic raglan, I'll put it on the screen, I can't remember. And then I ordered more Aloft in black, and as well as, oh no, I actually had this already. So I ordered the Abyss Heather to go with the Aloft. And I'm going to be making my boyfriend a fluffy basic raglan pullover. I've got some hand dye, this is my colorway Salmon, and then I'm going to be holding it with this Debbie Bliss, because I want a radioactive, bright, fluffy sweater. More Knit Picks because I'm a huge fan. This is the Forest Heather and Swish DK. I'm going to be making another Vagard sweater. So I'm going to use a creamed colored mohair with that. And I'll show my Vagard sweater, I think maybe tomorrow I might go through all the sweaters that I've made this year. Then I also have some Drops Nepal that I unraveled it was an Andrea Mowry sweater, but I'm going to re-knit it. I knit the wrong size. And then I ordered this Daydream. I've picked a pattern, but I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me. Down here, I've got some sweater quantities as well. This is supposed to be a Marie Wallen. That one, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, this is going to be a weekender for my friend. And then I've just got some random bits. This Knit Picks is going to be for a Knit Picks brand sweater as well. I've got plans. I can do it. I think I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah. And then this is my pile of, those are some finished socks, but this is my pile of hose. Sock samples that I make one of, and then they just sit on the shelf. But then my favorite colors get their full socks because I absolutely adore this color so much. But yeah, that was an impromptu tour of my plans for next year. I've got a couple other things, like I've got this Pearl Soho silk to make one of their basic tees. I've got these that I want to make a broken ribbed, oversized, drop shoulder, contrasted sweater. I've got a sort of basic pattern I can use for this, but I haven't decided exactly what I've got. And then I've got extra up here. And then I also have this Pima linen that I've got a lace top that I want to make out of that. So pretty much everything's got a project associated, but now it just needs to get cast on. Cool. What are you doing, baby? Watching the birds? You're watching the birds? Are they taunting you by being outside? You big baby? You are? Meow. What's the matter? The cat is playing parrot. Kitty, you happy there? Be nice if she learned how to retract her claws. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Is that the most opportune place for a titty? I didn't finish the bags, in case anyone's wondering. She's off to make a mess. I didn't finish the bags. I actually haven't worked on them at all since the last time I videoed. I'm going to finish them tomorrow. Determined. So I have things I need to do that aren't sewing. But yeah, I'm just sitting and editing the footage I have for today. I finished editing the stuff for the last few days, and that's already up. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this. I'm gonna work on this sweater a little bit more. Jason's wrapping the first gift for me. Oh, cat's coming to help. Jason's wrapping the first gift that'll be for me to go under the tree. I'll put in a little video of all the gifts we have under the tree so far, and they're all handmade except for one. It's the one that's not handmade is the one that's for Jason, but it's from Gus. From me. But yeah, I'm just gonna work on this a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go have a bath, and then just sort of hang out, probably. I hope you all are having a nice evening. I'll see you later.